There is nothing better for production than having dual monitors for your computer, except for maybe having 3 monitors or even 4 monitors. But today we're going to look at my most recent purchase of this QUARX dual monitor arm, and I'll tell you why I bought this particular model over some other similar dual monitor arms in just a moment, so definitely stay tuned for that. But the benefit of having monitor arms that you mount to your desk rather than the stands that come with your monitors is just freeing up that space under the monitor and the look of it. And like I said, this opens up all the space under your monitors so you can have more tabletop space for your paperwork and other work materials and really get things done a lot faster. Now, I bought this one from QUARX because of the way it looked and the function. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive than some other ones. I've had a bunch of cheap ones and they just don't look that great. They function well. You can lock them down. You can really get the position that you want, but if you try to move them after you lock them down, it's just forget about it. It's just not worth the time. But this one, you can adjust pretty much anytime you want. You want a monitor to go vertical, you can just take your monitor with your hands and turn it vertical in split second. And I gotta tell you, this thing feels super sturdy. These things are not really bouncing around. Plus, you can move this in any direction that you want. You want to go up, down, left, right, turn it vertical, horizontal. You want to tilt it. Say you had like a touchscreen monitor or something. You can do this with this monitor arms and they're going to stay exactly where you place them. Now, the main difference between this particular brand and most of the other brands out there is its clamping style and the way that it looks. Most dual monitor arms have this clamp that you have to clamp down to your desktop, and you have this like turn knob underneath of it, and it is just ugly and it sticks out like a sore thumb, and there's no real good way to cover it up. Well, in this QUARX model, there's no actual turn knob underneath. You actually clamp this down from the top. There's actually a little hex screw on top. You take your little hex wrench and you put it on the tabletop and you tie in that screw, and it's going to clamp down onto your desk. And it's a much better looking clamp style than any other dual monitors that I've seen out there on the market. And having this better looking design is definitely worth the additional cost. That this one is a little bit higher than any other brand out there, but this is also just built better and it's just function lots better, but also looks 1,000 times better. Now, this does have wire management, but the top arm of each, the two arms, does not have wire management. It just has like a little clip that you clip the wires onto, but doesn't hide the wire. The lower arm of each major arm has wire management. You kind of slide off this plate, which I love how it slides on and slides off. Some of the other ones that I've tested just pop on, and a lot of times the wires will actually pop that plate off, and it really is not useful. But this one slides on and locks on, so the wires cannot pop off that plate. And down below where you're going to see that lower arm from your sitting point, you cannot see those wires. It looks so clean. It's just one of the best looking dual monitor arms I've ever seen. Yes, I do wish that upper arm had better wire management, but I understand they really can't do that because that's where all the functionality and the springs and whatever else they need to put in here to make it hold the monitors. That's where they put it, all the guts. So I kind of understand that it really is not that bad behind a monitor. You're not going to see it that often. All in all, this is the best actually that I've tested dual monitor arm. I've tested a bunch of them over the last 10 years. This is definitely the best one as far as functionality, the best one as far as design, and the best one as far as looks. And hands down, I highly recommend this. Yes, it is a little bit more expensive than most of them out there, but I gotta tell you, it is definitely worth it. If you guys want more information or pricing, definitely check out my Amazon affiliate link right up there. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys on the next one.